Okay, a lot of people are having trouble with finding the contact, and part of iterating through the list is looking for some part of the contact and then reporting back the answer. So I have a small contact list here. It's kind of hard to see, but it's only three people, and I wanted to test, so I used Mr. Ruggiero with his permission, sort of. But I have me, I have Mr. Ruggiero, and I have another Ruggiero just in case. Like, what I want to test: does this work if there are multiple contacts with the same name? And right now, it does work with this my code that I have right now. So my add contact button at works. So I'll add another. Where's Vicky? I'm adding my brother. Okay, so that works, right? I'm not gonna do clear list now, even though I have that button working. I can't remember if I didn't do my delete contact yet, so make sure that you're gonna get that done as well. I do have the clear done, I just haven't had the delete done yet. But we're trying to build each of these pieces. So the find one is the one that's giving most students trouble. So the one I have right now, I have when I'm clicked set contain contact to list. I want to set something to an empty list because when I search, it's going to narrow down my list, right? So, and I need somewhere to contain those items. So if I search for Worsbicky, it should only keep the two Worsbickies from the item, from the list, and it needs to store that data somewhere, right? And where else to store it but in a list, because I might have multiple things going on. Also, my keep from contacts is that block, that keep block, is already built in as a list, right? So right now I have set contain contact to list. If find contact with name find contact equals false, say sorry, contact not found. Else, in this contain contact, make sure that you say that item. So that works. Underneath the hood of find contacts with name, it's a little bit convoluted, so I'm going to actually update this to make it a little bit easier. But basically, I was saying if is this string there, if it contains a string from contact list, report false, else report true. Then I was saying if it's true, then run this code, or if it was false, run this code. Else, if this was reported back true, add this code. So it's kind of like doing twice the work actually, or like kind of redoing it twice. So it works, and that's really the name of the game. If it works, it works. We want to keep it. But here I was adding keep items from the contact list to this contain contact. So this is where I'm narrowing it down. So if there were no names there, report false. If it's false, say sorry, can't find that contact. Else, if it was true inside here, it's added to this other list I created called contain contact. Then, if that is full, if that has anything in it, then it's going to say that item for 2 seconds. Okay, so there's a lot here. So I'm going to build it from, the find contacts. So, and I'll call it something else. So I'm going to make a block, right? I want this to be a list and reporter. Find contacts. This is like the fourth time I'll do it. Find contacts for. Okay, and I'm going to report, and I want to keep items from, I'm still working on my main contact list, right? Keep items from contact list. And I only want to keep items if the string contains, okay, and now I need a variable here, right? So I'm going to put, string. And I want to use, right, does my first item contain it? Because they're going to look up the contact by the name, right? So I want to say, does this first item, so I built this custom block, right, get name, report item 1 from this contact from the contact list. So it will check each of these items from the contact list. That's what keep does. It goes through each of them. You can actually look under the hood of keep, right? And you see there's already a built for loop in here. So for each item, see if that item is there, add that to the result, and then report the result. Okay, and its result is set to a list. So I think one of the things that my code didn't consider when I built it was that keep already makes a list. It already reports a list. Sometimes it's hard when someone else builds the program for you. It's sometimes hard to, like, it works, but if you don't understand why or how it works, then sometimes it's hard to kind of use it. But anyway, the key here is that this keep is actually reporting a list already. Okay, so does this have this from contact list? This is going to report out a list. Okay, the problem is I need to actually put the list somewhere. Right now, when I'm clicked, there's nothing happening. So I need to set, and we can use a script variable because we only need it for this sprite. So I'll put set list. I'll put results of search. Click OK, and then I want to set the results of search to this find contacts block that I made. This is find contacts for. Okay, to find contacts for. Now the problem is I don't have a string here, so I could hard code this. Right? I can put in a name here, but I don't want to do that. I want the user to be able to say it. So I've made another block that says like find contact. I'll show you under the hood for a few seconds. This is just report this answer to this prop. Type all or part of the name of the contact you'd like to find. I'm using the answer to prompt, right, which is just to ask the prompt and then wait and then report the answer. So if you missed that step, you could just make a new block if you want. That is, ask for find contact. So ask, what contact you're looking for, and then report answer, or you can set the answer equal to it, or whatever it is. Right? But I'm just kind of showing you the basics. So set result to find contacts for this string. Type all or part of the name. So that's then going into this block, which is keep items. So remember this string here, which the user is putting in. So the user is going to put in WI, okay, and whatever is here from the contact list is going to be put into here, which is now being set to this list results of search. That's a whole lot going on, which is why it gets, again, we're getting to unit 3, which is getting more and more complex, and our programs are more and more complex. So it's okay if you're not getting it on the first, or you're not totally understanding it on the first go around. Okay, so now I have set these results to find the contact. Now, if that is empty, I want to say contact is not found. So I need an if statement. If. Now they have a built-in is empty block. So is this list empty? If it's empty, so if this is true and there was no contact, this should say sorry, contact not found. If it is false and there is an empty list, whoops, let me stop that. If there is an empty list, it should, now here's the other thing. I want to, let's say this is a list of 2 people, right? So I have 2 Wierzbickies right now, myself and my brother. I want it to say both items. So I need to put in a for each, right? For each item in the results, I want to say the item. Okay, so then it'll iterate through this list and say the item. Okay, I'm going to take this off the when I'm clicked hat for now, and I'm going to see if it works. Okay, um, let me get rid of all these other variables I made, and let me get rid of contacts found, contacts found. Okay. Um, make this smaller. Okay. So now when I'm clicked, so find contact. Let me try WIER. Great. Great. It gave me the two contacts. Let me try RUG. Gave me contact 1. Gave me contact 2. Excellent. Let me try. Now I need to try the other case. What if this is false? So let me think of a string I don't have. I don't have X, Y, Z. Sorry, contact not found. Okay, so hopefully this video helps you understand like a little bit of what we're trying to do with this find contact block, especially if you were struggling with it. I want you to see too there's multiple solutions. The way that after I was thinking about it, right, so if I now use this one, I'm going to put this one on the hat, find contact. Let me try it again, WIER. Okay, it lists the two. That's fine. If I put RUG, list the two. That's fine. If I put find contact XYZ, sorry, contact not found. So it works. The second one is a little bit better. It's a little bit better because inside here, this is again, it's like double work. It's like I'm doing double work, and I have too many lists out there that are being made. This is a little bit cleaner, and the code inside find contacts is a little bit cleaner. Well, actually, much cleaner, much cleaner. But I also want you to see like there's more than one way of solving a problem, right? And it's okay if you find a third way even of finding this problem. Just think of what the problem is. I want it to be able to search or iterate through a contact list to see if it contains a string. Then if it does contain a string, I want it to say the items in that list. If it doesn't contain the string, I have to say, hey, sorry, you don't have a contact with that name in it. Okay, thanks, and look forward to seeing what you guys come up with.